Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's session, I'm going to talk about Robert Greene. Before getting into this session, kindly subscribe my channel and you will get the further updates about my upcoming lectures. Okay, Robert Greene was born in the year 1558 and he lived up to 1592. Of course, he was a quite popular writer in his age, and he is well known for a posthumous pamphlet which was attributed to him, which is Greene's Groats, worth of wit, bought with a million of repentance. This one was said to be to contain an attack on William Shakespeare. Robert Greene is popularly known for his negative critiques of his colleagues. There was an author called Brenda Richardson, Brenda, Brenda Richardson, Richardson, who said that the chief problem in compiling a biography of Robert Greene. Why? Because Robert was the name that was most popular given names during the age, and Greene was, of course, common surname in England. So later, what happened? Robert Greene, who described his name along with his birthplace, which is Norwich, Norwich. So he included his name of his birthplace along with his name on his title pages. One thing we must confess that. There is no much record of Greene's having taken part in the dramatic productions in the Cambridge, and his academic performance was undergraduate at Cambridge was mediocre. He gained BA from Cambridge University and he was given MA from Oxford University. Greene was said to be have written Grotsworth during the month prior to his death, including in it a letter to his wife asking her to forgive him and stating that he was sending their son to her. But no record of Greene's son by his wife has been found. He active in writing from the year 1583 to 1592, and he published more than 25 works in prose. And he became one of the first authors in England to support himself with his pen in an age when professional authorship was virtually unknown. So his literary career, which started with the publications of a long romance, Mammalia, Mamillia, Mammalia, which entered in the Stationery Register in the year 1580, the month of October. Okay, and the Robert Greene's romances were, written in a highly wrought style, which reached its highest level in Pandosto. Pandosta, the Triumph of Time, it's a prose which was written in the year 1588, and it's romance, prose romance. Okay, and the later edition of the work was published in the year 1607 with the retitle of Durastus and Fania. Dorastus and Fawnia, and this one was popular during the time of William Shakespeare, the first plot of inspiration. Even the another work which is Menaphon, 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 that was published in the year 1589, and that was also written in the Roth style. Then again, Robert Greene, who also started working in the short poems and songs in some of the romances, attest to his ability as a lyric poet. One song from Menaphon, in which weep not my wanton, smile upon my knee. This one was written in a sense that mother's lullaby to her baby son, and that one enjoyed immense success. That one reached a huge success and is now probably that one said to be his best known work. And Robert Greene, who registered himself as a well-known public figure in his pamphlets, which is Coney Catching, Conyeychatching. So in which he registered himself as a popular, well-known public figure. Okay, there he narrated colorful inside stories of rakes and rascals duping young gentlemen and solid citizens out of their hard-earned money. Okay, these stories told from the perspective of a repentant former rascal. okay, which have been considered autobiographical, which have been thought to incorporate many facts of Greene's own life, thinly veiled as fiction. His early life and his marriage and desertion of his wife and child for the sisters of notorious character of London, and his dealings with players and his success in the production of plays for them. However, Newcomb, who said that in his later prose works, Greene himself built his persona around a myth of a parodical decline, which cannot be taken at face value. And of course, his plays earned himself the title as one of the university wits, including John Lilly, George Peele, and Thomas Nash, and Christopher Marlowe. Richardson, who gave a similar argument, saying that Greene's later works prejudiced the maximum of all the work before them, and that the prose works prior to the Coney Catching and repentance pamphlets established the initially at least Greene was respectable. So Richardson considers that Greene was, such type of literary figure. Richardson considers that Robert Greene claimed from the outset a moral or civilizing purpose in his writing. And of course, his tales repeatedly illustrate the disruptions caused in life by passion and loved the life of restraint. And his views are basically conservative. Apart from his prose works, he also published a few plays. Okay, but none of them are published in his lifetime, including the Scottish history of James IV and Alphonsus, and his greatest popular success, Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay. And the next one is, of course, the Orlando Furioso. That one based on Ludovico Ariosto's Orlando Furioso. See, Robert Greene, who made a complaint about an actor who believes that he can write as well as university educated playwrights, and alludes to the actor with a quotation that appears in both the True Tragedy Quarto and Shakespeare's folio version of Henry VI in the part 3, and uses term shake scene, a unique term never used before or after Greene's creed to refer to the particular actor. The Oxford English Dictionary notes that it is of uncertain or vague meaning used by Greene in his attack on Shakespeare. And the colorful and irresponsible character of Greene, which has led some, including Stephen Greenblatt, to speculate that Greene may have served as the moral for Shakespeare's Falstaff. Okay, and his quotation has also been used as the title for the 2016 sitcom Upstart Crow on Shakespeare's life. That one was written by Ben Elton. Okay, it's a story commencing in 1592 and featuring Greene as a character. Okay, this one played by Mark Heap. So Greene maximum focused on prose writing. Okay, though he was focused on he spent most of his times on prose writing proses. He also wrote a poetry which is A Maiden's Dream. Okay, that one was written in the year 1591, which he dedicated to Lady Elizabeth Hatton, who is wife of Sir William Hatton. Okay, he also wrote few plays like Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay. Okay, and the history of Oriando Furizo, and the next one is A Looking Glass for London and England, and the Scottish history of James IV, and the comical history of Alphonsus, King of Aragon, and Selimus. Okay, these are few plays, but he focused mainly in writing proses. Well, that's it about Robert Greene. Thanks for listening my lectures. Kindly subscribe my channel.